How is it going, guys, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 video. And today is another episode of 5 awesome mods to download. We're currently I believe 3 episodes into this series now, and just to change things up a little bit, I thought why not do sort of like a weapons edition where we compile a bunch of awesome weapon mods into one video for you guys here today. So it's a bit of a one-off video. The other episodes that I do have coming out either tomorrow or the day afterwards, they'll continue back as normal, but just for this video, it's going to be primarily based around weapons. And to get started, we have Cross's Plaz Rail, probably one of the highest quality weapon mods available right now on the Xbox One. The mod itself brings the brand new Plaz Rail to Fallout 4, and this thing is absolutely beast. It comes fitted with a crap ton of customization options for you to choose from, so you can literally customize it in several different ways to your liking, from patterns to colors to decals to even weapon types as well. There's several different weapon types with this. You have like the disc launcher you can apply to it, and it will literally shoot like a plasma disc, which looks crazy, and it's literally devastating to like most of the enemies in the game. You can have the arc cannon on it, which literally shoots like a chain of lightning, and when fully charged, again, this thing is absolutely devastating. And then we have things like the flaming effect, where essentially you shoot out 3 flaming bullets, and whatever you hit with those, it will set that thing on fire. Now, to get started with the weapon itself, once you've downloaded and enabled the mod, go ahead and craft it at any nearby chemistry station. Once crafted, you can either leave it defaulted the way it is, or alternatively, you can go ahead and take it to any nearby weapon workbench and customize it to your liking with the hundreds of customization options that this weapon does hold. In general, in terms of quality, this is one of the best weapon mods available right now for the Xbox One, and definitely one for you guys to check out. For the next weapon, we have the MK14 EBR, and I mean, there really isn't too much to talk about here because, well, it's literally an MK14 in Fallout 4. It's pretty devastating, it looks awesome, the quality of the weapon is generally high as well, and it's actually one of the most downloaded weapon mods right now on the Xbox One. I believe this was available upon release, and it is definitely a weapon that you may want to get your hands on. Again, this is a fully customizable rifle at any nearby weapons workbench that comes with its own unique customization options, which features like 6 different scopes, 4 different stocks, 3 muzzle attachments, 2 barrel lengths, which again change the way the weapon looks completely. And in general, it is a great weapon mod to try out. Now, to actually find the weapon, you can't actually craft it or anything like that. You have to find it at specific locations. One of those locations, which is the one that you guys will be seeing in the gameplay, is in Bunker Hill at the very top of the obelisk, as you guys can see there from the gameplay in the background. Now, there is a lot more locations where you can find this. One is in Diamond City in the public occurrences, which is basically just behind Natrite selling papers. You can find one on the Prydwen next to the weapon workbench next to the quartermaster, and I'll leave the rest of the locations down in the description down below, just in case you guys are curious on other locations where you can find this awesome weapon. As always, with these weapon mods or any mods in general that I'm covering within this series, you can either find them down in the description down below and add it to your library that way, or alternatively, you can simply search for them on the Xbox mods menu. Now, this next weapon may bear a resemblance to some of you guys out there who played Skyrim, or at least the name of it anyway, and this is the Wabberjack, and basically it's in the form of a pistol in Fallout 4. It doesn't exactly look like the Wabberjack from Skyrim, but it definitely has the same sort of effect. This nondescript pistol will be turning every living thing that you shoot at into pretty much other non-living things, and maybe even living things. This could be a car, a boat. You could literally shoot something and it will turn into a clothing item, a box of bobby pins, or worst case scenario, it could turn into a legendary sentry bot that will gun you down instantly. And it's that slight hint of mystery that makes this weapon extremely fun to use, because when you shoot something, you just don't know what's going to happen. It could spawn anything in the game at your location at that current moment in time. So it in general is a very fun weapon to get your hands on. Once you've downloaded and enabled the mod, you'll find the weapon at a brand new location known as the Strange Monument. You can find this right here on your map. I'll go ahead and bring up the location for you guys just to save you a little bit of time when trying to find this. And once you're over there, simply take out the Protectron, head up to the monument itself, loot it, and you'll find the Wabberjack inside alongside the Wabber grenades. Now, these Wabber grenades are pretty much the same thing. In fact, when you throw them, it actually works a little bit differently. When you throw the grenade itself, it will spawn 3 different things completely random. This could be an NPC, this could be a fat man that it turns into. Again, it's that hint of mystery in the form of a grenade rather than the actual weapon itself there. So definitely a very fun weapon for you guys to check out. You can find it down in the description down below. Now coming up next, we have a little bit of a 2-for-1 here. I thought I'd include 2 pistols into one, and this is the M45A1 pistol and the Walther P99, both very high quality pistol mods that of course add those weapons into the game. Both the weapons in general do come with their own sort of unique customization options, from changing the color of the weapons themselves, certain skins and stuff like that as well, and in general are definitely one for you guys to check out. To find the Walther P99, all you have to do is simply head over to Vault 111. In the little shack on top of the wooden box is exactly where you will find the weapon. Now for the M45A1, it's a little bit different. You can find it on certain traders, or alternatively you can find it on NPCs that you'll need to kill to actually obtain the weapon. That's how I got the weapon, and they are the only 2 ways that you can get the M45A1 at this current moment in time. Both of the weapons are fairly balanced. I mean, they're not really too overpowered or anything like that. And me personally, I like to roll with them silenced and sort of use them and have very cool sort of, stealthy situations. That's just how I like to use pistols in Fallout 4. But definitely 2 pistol mods for you guys to check out. They're very awesome indeed, and you can check them out down in the description down below or on the Xbox mods menu. Now before we do actually move into the final weapon mod of the video, I do want to give a quick honorable mention to Sword of Sith the Great Wolf from Dark Souls. If you're a fan of Dark Souls, or if you're a fan of huge ass melee weapons in Fallout 4, then this one is definitely for you. You can craft it at any nearby chemistry station once downloaded, or alternatively you can purchase it from several traders and fight it on certain specific enemies. Either way, when you get your hands on this thing, I mean, what more is there to say? I mean, it's Sith's great sword from Dark Souls. This thing is huge. It's kind of crazy. It looks a little bit weird in Fallout. And of course, it does have, certain clipping effects when, the sword's too big for the room that you're in or something. But in general, it's huge, it's deadly, and it is freaking awesome for those of you out there who like huge melee weapons, or again, are a fan of Dark Souls. And that leads us into the final weapon mod of the video. This is the PTRS. That's right, this weapon, you may have noticed I've actually used it in several different PC streams before, but it's now on the Xbox as well. And one thing I'll say about this weapon is absolutely deadly. I mean, this thing will pretty much one-shot anything in the game because, well, it's a freaking anti-tank rifle. The weapon itself actually uses .50 ammo, which can be changed into 14.5mm as well, and it also has a range of different effects that you can apply to it. For instance, you could have armor piercing if you want, you could use explosive, which of course is the best in terms of DPS there. You also have things like incendiary, plasma, and pulse as well, as other alternatives if you do want to go for those. And the weapon itself has over 170 plus weapon modifications, so you can go ahead and alter the weapon in many different ways and pretty much change the weapon around if you do want to. Now to get started with this, once you've downloaded and enabled the mod, you can go ahead and craft it again at any nearby chemistry station. A lot of these weapon mods seem to be crafted at chemistry stations and stuff like that, or alternatively they can be found on gunner or raider bosses around the wasteland as well. But once you've crafted it, go ahead and take it to any nearby weapon workbench and customize it to your liking. And that, my friends, is 5 awesome mods to download right now, the weapons edition. And again, this is just sort of like a one-off thing. Tomorrow I should have another episode of 5 awesome mods to download, but going back to the generic stuff, so we'll just find 5 different types of mods that I think are cool and that you guys will be interested in. And we're going to keep going with this series. You guys seem to really enjoy it. As always, if you do want to see this continue, be sure to let me know by leaving a like down below. And I sort of plan to try and get this out at least 3 to 4 times a week. Plus as well, you'll have the top 10 that'll be out like every Saturday or Sunday. I dropped the very first episode to that that's this Saturday, which is just gone. So if you want to check that out, down in the description as well, feel free to do so. Console mods are going strong right now. It's been quite a good start. There's a lot of really cool mods coming to the consoles, and I just can't wait to see what other mods will be making its way to the consoles in the future. But again, hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.